Paris 2024. Here's some of my favorite memories. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass receiving the Olympic flag. Woohoo! Hi, Allison here. I am so pleased to present to you our final installment of the Stitching the Summer Olympics. I've had such a great time, and my colleagues in crime here, I'm so happy to share with you their updates as well with Lois, Tracee, and Laura-Lynn, as well as mine. I'll recap because I had kept up day by day, but I'll recap my days 11 through 17. So closing ceremonies, oh my goodness, wasn't that an amazing feat of theater and budgeting and humanity? Oh my goodness. The flying in, woo, it was beautiful, fantastic. Before I share some photos of my favorite stuff, I just got to say I give it up to Laura Kraut, the horse jumper, 58 years old. She won a silver medal in horse jumping. She is a new grandma. Yes, she is. She is the first oldest in 72 years. 72. That's like most of the modern games. Her first Olympic experience was being named as a reserve jumper for the 1992 Barcelona Games. She was 26 years old. She won a medal at 58. It says that she also is a very respected trainer and has jumpers, students come in from all over the world to learn from her. I believe she's based in Florida. My sister and I both agreed we missed our softball and baseball, and we'll be excited to have it back in Los Angeles. I also enjoyed very much watching surfing. What a hoot when they got the waves. They did need to wait a little bit on reserve for the waves. Table tennis blew my mind. It was, oh my goodness, it made your heart race. I miss diving. I think I saw maybe one day of girls diving. We enjoyed water polo. Boy, oh boy. Both our boys were involved in water polo in high school. Beach volleyball, of course, all the way to the end we watched. Rugby, and I learned that rugby, the sport, is named after the school where it started in Rugby, England. We enjoyed watching the ladies' marathon. That was fantastic, as well as, of course, all the swimming and all the gymnastics, both guys and girls. And finally, just merit besides the marathon for the girls, the trampolining. What a beautiful thing that was. And then I'm just going to forego the whole breaking thing. I don't know what that was about. So we're going to do gymnastics, something that is choreographed or designed by our favorite designer, equestrian, a piece that has an animal, features an animal, synchronized swimming, something that is a part of a cell, a stitch along, weightlifting, something that you can't wait to get back to, soccer, stitch toward a goal, and that is, of course, a piece that you just want to get going on and finish. Modern pentathlon, something that is a part of a series. And finally, closing ceremony, something that you plan to finish in 2024. And I got a little text from my colleague Tracee, friend. She says that she forgot to add that she had stitched, someone's chainsawing, over 6,000 stitches. Whoo! And she had a total of 12 different projects. There were 4 new starts, and she had 2 finishes. Congratulations. And I believe Lois had a couple finishes as well. Woo woo! And we're trying to keep up with Laura-Lynn, who is jamming through. She's so far ahead of me now in Wizard of Oz. And I think it's so awesome that we started this just last month, 2 months, month and a half ago. And during the Olympics, all the commotion, all the advertisement for the Wizard of Oz film that's coming out. Wicked. Looking forward to it. Alrighty, here's everything that we've done. Check it out.
Hi everybody, Lois here. So we're on day 11. Your favorite designer, I really don't have one, but I do have a favorite gadget, and that is my leather thimble. And I wear this on my ring finger. This is my pushing finger when I cross stitch. Love this thing to death. Couldn't cross stitch without it. Okay, on to day 12, something with an animal. Look at this cute little guy. He reminds me of my grandson, Finn. And this was gifted to me from Tracee, and I got him started. This is a fun one. It's from Bothy Threads. It's called Friday Feelin'. Okay, on to day 13 is the sew along, and I'm working diligently on my sew along with Laura-Lynn from the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop on my Emerald City. Got my house done. Got a few little outlines. I'm working on the yellow brick road. Okay, so that was day 13. Day 14, something you can't wait to work on. I'm back to this beautiful piece. This is the one that Tracee and Allison and I are all doing, the stitch together. I heard someone already has hers finished, so I am really excited to get mine done now. Okay, on to day 15, stitch towards your goal. I did a little bit of stitching on my Happy Fall Y'all, and I was doing white on white, so you really can't see it. But what I was really working on mostly was Stargazing by Border Creek Station Pattern Company. They put out this stitch along every year. It's called Let's Be Friends Sew Along. This year's Stargazer. And there's all my pieces. I got the instructions today on how to put them all together, so I'm really excited to get that done. So that's something else I've been working on. Okay, on to day 16. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yes, part of a series. I was gifted this series from Tracee. I just loved this albatross and the lighthouse. Okay, I've got the first one finished. Unfortunately, I don't have the other pages out here with me, but there's the first, and it's a series of 3. So that's where I'm at on that. And then we're here at the closing ceremonies, and something you want to complete in 2024. I actually completed 2 things this week. Here's my ladies at the beach with all their back stitching, ready to be made into a zipper pouch. And here is my lighthouse. So that's it. I hope everybody enjoyed the Olympics as much as I did. Have a great day.
Hi, Tracee with you today to share with you the last of my Summer Olympics projects hosted by the thenaptimestitcher. I've had great fun. The Olympics is over and they were brilliant. The last time I saw you, I was working on Raven Queen by Mirabilia, and I was just about to start stitching on it. I stitched 196 stitches, mainly in this area, and that was for something with a building in it. The next one was to stitch something by your favourite designer, and I haven't got a cover photo because I've put the pattern somewhere and I can't find it, but I started Good Things Come to Those Who Stitch by Lizzie Kate. She's one of my favourite designers, even though she doesn't design anymore, and I started it and I finished it. I stitched it on 22 count, 1/1, with some Vicky Clayton silks that I didn't know I had in my stash, and I'm very pleased. The next day was to stitch something with an animal, and I'm working on the Blue Flower Pollinator Sal, and it has all these wonderful pollinators on it. I stitched a total of 325 stitches, and mine now looks like this. I've given up for the moment on this B-skep, and I did my stitches down here in this area with the little, I don't know what it is, lemur, I think. The next day was to something that is part of a sal. I've got plenty of those, and it was my Deadly Aquarium Sal by Lola Crow. I put in a total of 614 stitches, and it now looks like this. I've got a barracuda in my tank now. My pufferfish needs some spines, and there's some back stitching down here to do, and that section will be finished. The next day was something you can't wait to work on for weightlifting, and I couldn't wait to work on this stitch by Tiny Modernist, and I finished it. I used 12 weight sulky threads, just ones I had in my stash. I put my initials in the little hoop here, and I'm very pleased with that. Can't wait to frame it. The next day was to work on something stitched towards your goal on any piece. And this year I will be 60, so I plan to stitch 60 of these owls on this 100 Owls sampler by Owl Forest Embroidery. And I stitched a total of, I don't know. And I've nearly got 3 owls, a little way to go yet. And the last day was to, no, that wasn't the last day, sorry, stitch something that is part of a series. And so I worked on a Maloka Sal, and this is what the finished one will be like. It was a secret at the time. This is the needle minder. It's long finished, and I've got this far. I'm starting to stitch up here now. And the last day I gave myself a day off because I had a big sewing deadline, and all in all I can say I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Hey everyone, this is Laura-Lynn from the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, checking in for the Stitch Olympics. This is the gymnastics, which is Stitch Something choreographed by your favorite designer, and I thought this was very appropriate. I have still yet to stitch it, but it's really cute. I just recently got that. It says, "Bless this house, O Lord, we pray." And then for the equestrian, this is my dog portrait I'm going to work on. I got the picture and then I put it in Pick to Pat, which transferred it to a photo, and I have this much done so far. The next is the synchronized swimming. We are working on this together as like a stitchy group, so that is called Oz. And then this one right here, can't wait to work on. This is something new. I've got the thread and the canvas there. I'm going to try and see if I can sketch out that onto the canvas and stitch it. It's a dragon book I have. It's really cute. And then for a goal to work on any piece, I've been working on this one regularly. Part of a series is this over here is Christmas Countdown. It is cross-stitching all for the advent calendars. Oops, all upside down. Sorry. And I just have about 9 more to go on those, and you'd have to make the cloth socks for the bottom of it. And then for the complete this year, I would definitely like to complete this one, is the dog portrait for a friend. So Thank you very much for including me in the Stitch Olympics. Hope you all have an amazing rest of the day, and big hugs. Thank you.
Hey everybody, it's about time. I'm so excited to wrap it up here. A few days in memory of such a great couple of weeks. We had 2.5 weeks of stitching. Who knew? So here we go. I'm gonna wrap it up like my friends with day 11. Stitch something choreographed by your favorite designer. Well, this is Shakespeare's Peddler, Friendship, and I am doing it on Weeks Dye Works straw. I believe it's 32 count. On August 6th, Equestrian, we were to stitch something if we could find it with an animal in it. And this is my pandemic sampler. I'm stitching it on 20 count Aida, which I dyed myself. Okay. Part of a SAL on August 7th, Synchronized Swimming. This is Make Today Magical by the Tiny Modernist. I'm stitching it on 32 count smoky blue fabric by Fabric Flare, the called for. Pick too much up here. Got it all stacked nice. August 8th, weightlifting, something that we can't wait to work on. This is from the Owl Forest, Strawberry Summer. Thank you, Tracee. I'm working on 14 count Waxing Moon Aida by Fabric Flare. Okay. We have a couple of things in that bag. It's heavy. Oh no. Okay. Stitch something that you have a goal for. And it is my GGR Lettres A. And I got through some of the motifs right here. I am stitching it on Weeks Dye Works Confederate Gray, I do believe, on 32 count. August 10th, Modern Pentathlon, something that's a part of a series, and I considered the Fairies by Mirabilia a part of a series. I'm doing it on a cream linen, I believe it's 32 count, sorry, out of my mom's stash, and it's a Zweigart. And I was working on her dress. She's got a big one, all that white in the middle there. And closing ceremony day, what I plan to complete in 2024, this perfect match puzzle piece. I'm stitching it on 18 count Aida, Fortnite fabric, partly cloudy. It is by the Silver Creek Sampler. And I've gotten a bunch of the hand there on the right done. And since the closing ceremonies, I have been working on some woven wool from McGee Weavers in Donegal that my mom purchased. And I got just 1 meter, unbelievably, 60 inches wide. Using what was in Mom's bag, I have made this vest, and all I have left to complete are the arm facings and the collar set down. Mom had a really neat copper zipper, and I'm looking forward to finishing that. It feels wonderful. The lining she also had in her kit, and I used that. I hand stitched this zipper facing lining in. Just finished sewing all those sides down. I didn't want a line here, so I did it by hand into the lining. And I will get those arm facings. I had my sister come over and try it on, and it fits her nicely. And I'll get those arm facings done. They're right here, front and back. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed it. I also completed the binding on my Malted Mystery Meadow Mist Designs quilt.